here today to share with Kiana and Theodore this very significant moment in their lives as they become a married couple. Marriage is a bold step into an unknown future. It's risking who we are for the sake of who we can be. In marriage, two lives are intimately shared, and the blending of the two must not diminish either one. Rather, it should enhance the individuality of each partner. Each of us knows that a marriage is not created by a law or by a ceremony. Rather, it occurs in the hearts of two human beings separately. It grows out of loving, caring, and sharing ourselves with another. The ceremony is not magic per se. It will not create a relationship that does not already exist and has not already been celebrated in all of the commitments you have had to one another, both large and small, in the days since you first met. So, in witnessing this ceremony today, we are observing only an outward sign of an inward union that already exists between the two of you. This ceremony is a symbol of how far you both have come together, and a symbol and a promise that you will make to one another to continue to live your lives together and to love each other solely and above all others. Some people enter our world for a brief moment, only to leave as quickly as they arrived. Others come into our lives for no obvious reason, but it winds up flourishing into something that can oftentimes not be explained in words. And what a greater love story is there than a story about falling in love with your best friend? To get to this point in your lives, there have been many occurrences, both good and bad, that have transpired throughout your time spent apart from each other. Each and every one of those junctures have brought the two of you together to create the beautiful synthesis that is unique to the two of you. And now, your statement of love was not created by any one isolated moment, because in us doesn't happen all at once. Rather, it's gradually created. So today we honor the beginning of your journey as well that started nearly 200 beautiful days ago. This is a time to pause, to look back and reflect at all of the moments that brought you here and all of the moments that are still to come. And we acknowledge that throughout the time you've overcome barriers as individuals and experienced personal growth on independent quests to find the meaning of love in life, each looking for a happy and balanced future as you thrived upon each other's presence and refuge, loving and learning and realizing that at some point along the way life's trials weren't so threatening because you had a safe space within one another. We begin to see that to make a marriage work, we learn the importance of unconditional love, patience, strength, courage, and oh yes, a really good sense of humor will allow your marriage to be diverse and incredibly fulfilling. Marriage is believing in one another and cheering each other on through life. It's someone you know deep down feels the same way about you as you feel about them. It's having your lifelong confidant, your partner in crime, and your best friend. Kiana and Theodore, if you would please join hands, look at one another, soak this moment in together. These are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and for an incredible lifetime ahead of you. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it, support and encouragement to pursue your wildest dreams, and comfort in some of the most difficult times. And these are the hands that even years from now will still be reaching for yours. Now, this is the point in the ceremony when people talk about wedding bands being a perfect circle, having no beginning and no end. But we all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth, metals are liquefied, forged, cooled, and polished. Something beautiful is made from those raw elements. Love is also like that. It comes from humble beginnings made from imperfect beings. It's a process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing there at all. I will now ask you each to affirm your purpose for being here today. If you'd like to get. Let these rings be a physical sign that your love has a past, a present, and a beautiful future ahead of you. Do you, Theodore, take Kiana to be your lawfully married wife, to love and respect and be loyal to from this day forth? And as you place the ring on her finger, please repeat after me. I, Theodore, choose you, Kiana, to be my wife and partner from this day forward. To love you, to be a comfort and safe haven in your life. To never take you for granted. And to always give thanks for your presence in my life. And do you, Kiana, take Theodore to be your lawfully married husband, to love and respect and be loyal to from this day forth?
I do.
And as you place the ring on his finger, please repeat after me. I, Kiana, take you, Theodore, to be my husband and partner from this day forward, to love you, to be a comfort and safe haven in your life, to never take you for granted, and to always give thanks for your presence in my life. An author once wrote, "Love does not consist in gazing only at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction as well. Love makes burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes your joys more intense because you share them. Love has this way of making you stronger, so you can reach out and become involved with life in ways that you dare not risk alone before." And I'd like to close with this sentiment for the two of you on your wedding day. Marriage stirs the imagination about what is possible between the unity of two people. In the interlocking of all of our personal strengths and flaws with that of another human being, perhaps we can glimpse a deeper truth. It's a bit of a cliche to say that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and we've all heard it said before, but it is truly a peculiar thing to comprehend. How is it that something more can emerge from something less? That when two small things join together, they can exceed their limits and become more momentous and more meaningful than anyone could have previously imagined. Love exists in the spaces between people, binding them together, but also remaking them and transcending the limits of their past selves. So let us remember today and every day moving forward that love is not only a connection between people, but it is also a constant act of creation. So at this point, you two, you have heard the words of love and marriage. You've exchanged your vows and made your promises. You've celebrated your union with the giving and receiving of rings. You've kissed 1,000 times and probably more. But today, never, not at all. But today the feeling is new. You are no longer simply just partners or best friends, but you've now also become husband and wife. Kiana and Theodore, as I am standing here and by the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, it is my absolute honor and privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. And Theodore, please do us a really big favor and kiss your beautiful bride.